Hello everybody, welcome to Bitcoin Daily, 9 a.m. Central European Time on the dollar. We do this show every day, Monday to Friday, because we gotta know what's happening in Bitcoin, altcoins and everything else. And yes guys, we got a moon on the chart. It is 20th of April 204, because we are Europeans, we are civilized world, so we are not saying 402, we are saying 420, we are saying 204. How is everybody doing? I hope you're doing well. Exciting day today. Tesla has, SpaceX has, spaceship launch. We got a new moon on our charts. We are dumping down big time. Is it gonna continue dumping down? How much down? Is it bad already? All the important questions needs to be, answered today. We're gonna try to answer those questions. Did we fail the move towards downside? Right now we are sitting on some kind of support, so I'm gonna show you that. But it's already kind of looking kind of, grim and bad, so, we can start about that. Because we did, in fact, 100% broken through important level of support, and, we need to take that seriously. Guys, how's everybody doing in the chat? Skywalker, good morning. Weasley, good morning. How you doing? Ask, good morning. What's up? Christo, morning. Kane is in the chat. Kata, good morning. Jurgen, that's Anthropine, what's up? Cryptorus, morning. Bitcoin to 40k tomorrow. Round Dirt, how you doing, man? Sputnik, good morning. How you doing? XRP Legend is in the chat. Round Dirt, I don't think, yeah, I did. Yo, what's up? The Green is Goblin. I just dropped $200 with a dip. Nice. Toldi, morning. We demand answers. Yeah, we demand answers. You're gonna get answers. All the answers will be answered. Today's my birthday. It will pump. Kata, happy birthday to you, man. Happy birthday. Morning, Anthony. What's up? On the other hand, yeah, a lot of stuff happened on 20th April. So, what's gonna happen next, guys? What's gonna happen next? As you can see here on the chart, we have the new moon, the date. We know the date. Other people know the levels. We know the date, guys. 20th of April. It is today. We've been calling it for a long time. We know the date, guys. 204. 20th of April, and right now we got a new moon on our chart over here. It started a little bit earlier. It started on the 19th April, and you have been following that girl Maren. She said that eclipse season start on the 19th. So we are oftentimes a day or two ahead or before the actual time. But we know the date. We know the date. Also on the daily time frame, you'll see up here we had a bullish engulfing candle. Right now we have a bearish engulfing candle towards downside. If you remember in the chat. If you remember in chat, if you go a little bit back here in time, over here in the chat, I actually wrote something interesting. Where is it? And I'm going to tell you why I wrote that. Where is it? Where is it? Here we go. So over here we had this bullish engulfing candle towards the upside, and I said, I'm officially calling off the moon. And then 20 minutes later I said maybe not yet. And the reason I actually wrote maybe not yet, I'm gonna explain to you why, is because once we got this bullish engulfing candle up here above the 10 moving average over here towards the upside, I said I'm calling off the moon. But then I went and looked at a little bit of the charts. I'm gonna tell you what I actually saw on the charts, and then I was like, maybe, just maybe, it's not gonna play out in our favor, because there are a couple of problems with the chart. So over here, if you look at the chart over here, let's go to the, our TA chart. Over here, you'll see that there is divergence up here on the chart. Sorry, there is no divergence up here on the chart. Where for all the divergence up here on the chart? Yeah, so let's go to daily time frame up here. So over here, the problem was the first problem was the RSI, right? So we got this bullish engulfing candle up here towards upside, and we didn't actually get that very high up here towards these stops up here. You can see these stops up here towards upside. We didn't actually come up there towards upside. And I said, like, if we do pump a little bit more towards upside up here, it just might be that we don't pump all the way above up here, and we already might have this divergence on the chart that might push us towards the downside. That was the first problem. So there was still no divergence on the chart, but we did dump towards the downside. But this wasn't actually the thing that I was actually looking at. I was actually looking at other times where we had a bullish engulfing candle, we failed to do that. And right over here, guys, right over here, Right over here, we had something similar happen. We had this, we had this move towards upside, with a dump, with a bullish engulfing candle, dump with a bullish engulfing candle. And what happened after that candle? We went back down to the 10 moving average again, right back down again. So this move towards upside, although it was a little bit bullish engulfing candle and stuff like that, right now you understand that, these bullish engulfing candles do not have to mean that they are not that important by itself. We need to look at it, in confluence with other things, of course. And as soon as we got that, 20 minutes later, I was looking at this and I was like, okay, maybe we're not gonna call off the moon just yet, because this can actually go right down, back down again. Also, there has been other problems with the chart up here. If you look at this 4-hourly time frame over here, there has been this what is it? Maybe on 1-hourly time frame up here. 4-hourly. Where did I draw the line up here? Somewhere up here, give or take. Maybe it was something like this over here. I don't remember. There was a nice line. How did I draw the line? Sometimes I forget how I drew the lines. Let me double check that. Let me go to Twitter up here. I did post on Twitter somewhere. I don't not remember actually where, but I did post on Twitter somewhere. So let me just quickly find the lines. Replies. I replied something somewhere up here. Wait. Let me just find the line. That was that one. That was this one. Line. I think it was on. Yeah, I think I replied to him over here. Then I posted. Yeah, this one up here. This is and this is, I think this is 4-hourly time frame. Yeah, so this is 4-hourly time frame. This is the upper line. This is the upper line. But it doesn't seem that to be that weak and then down, weak down. Okay, let's see up here. Yeah, this is on Bybit. Maybe it's another chart. Yeah, it was on another chart over here. So over here there was this this very nice line up here that was hitting the resistance up here at top, and we also had this bottom line up here that was hitting resistance. So over here there was also a problem, because we went up big time, but we only came up to the resistance. So we did this double top up here towards the upside, and we broke that double top towards the downside, and then we dumped big time towards the downside. But this was also a another problem that we experienced after this bullish engulfing candle towards the upside, is that we failed to break the resistance over here. We had a double top, broke the double top towards the downside over here, and dumped on the downside. So that was also a problem when it came to the charts. So this up here, this bullish engulfing candle did not play out, in our favor, unfortunately. Bears are in control, but you'll see right now that we are in this zone down here that we actually drew not so long ago. I think we drew this couple of days ago. This over here, especially this bottom line down here, is a very important line. This line of the support. So we don't not want to break that towards downside, because we are technically going further towards downside. But this was some kind of support levels over here that we wanted to hold, and we are still above that in those support levels. But the problem is this 20 moving average. This on the daily time frame, you'll see previously up here that this 20 moving average up here held us very nicely, and we bounced off that. But right now, with this bearish engulfing candle up here towards downside, we broke the 10 and the 20 moving average again, and right now we're just zigzagging up here below the 20. Not only that, you can see up here on the dollar that we actually moved back to the 20 moving average, retested that, and right now we are moving back towards downside. Now there is slight hopium that this is gonna hold, because if you look at it on the 4-hourly time frame up here, let's remove the moving average so we can see this a little bit better. So we're gonna keep these lines over here. This is the support zone over here, right? This is the support zone. So we're gonna keep this support zone over here. But there is this trend line down here that goes something like this over here, give or take, right? And if you use these week, depends on which kind of wicks you use and stuff like that, right? Maybe a little bit up here, maybe a little bit up there, it doesn't matter. It does look like we are holding that support level over here. It does look like we are holding still this trend line over here. So this is giving me a little bit hopium that we might actually hold it, but I still think that this looks a little bit bearish, and that actually might actually break towards the downside. Also, when you look at it on an hourly time frame, it doesn't seem to have that much strength in the price. So after this move towards the upside, I was looking for some kind of further move towards the upside here, which never actually came. We kind of just turned around up here, tried to hold the level, broke that. Right now doing this double bottom down here, but we are failing to break towards the upside again. and we are still bleeding towards downside. So the price doesn't look actually that strong right now, and even though we are on the support levels over here, it does not look that strong. So I would assume, since we are having the 20th of April, the new moon and the eclipse right now on our hands, I'm expecting this to continue towards downside. Unfortunately, I'm a little bit bearish over here, but not that much. Now, on a bigger time frames up here, let's remove everything up here on the chart. There is, of course, this stop line over here, give or take. There is, of course, this stop line up here. This stop line has some kind of, this is the first level up here. This is the daily also rising wedge that I've been drawing and looking at, and you can see, if you look at something like this, we are already broken through that level over here. That's why I'm saying there is a slight hopium that this line up here is not actually a legit one, but we are looking at this line over here, and this line is actually holding the level, right? This line is actually holding the level, but if you go to the daily time frame, it looks like we already broke through that level. It looks like we already broke through the level. But this might also be a this might also be a channel, and depends where the channel is. If this is the channel over here right now, you can see how nicely we are hitting those levels. We are sitting at the bottom of that channel, right? So if we start right now breaking out of this channel towards the downside over here, towards downside, I would say that's actually pretty bad, right? So if this actually failed to hold, we need to look for some kind of other support levels down here, and might dump again towards downside like we did before. And then we need to look for another move towards downside. Then hopium is towards upside, but this was one move down, two move down. I'm gonna have a third move down and then towards upside. I don't think that's gonna be the case. So I'm gonna say it right now that I'm turning a little bit bearish, and if we fail to hold the support level over here, sorry about that, if we fail to hold the support level over here, right now, if you fail to bounce off of these levels over here towards downside, if you go towards downside over here on the daily time frame, I would say that bears are definitely in control, like Manu just said. One high doom, man, and that we might dump further towards downside, because this move towards upside is getting a little bit weaker over here. So we are below the 20 moving average. We are holding the support level up here in this channel. So are we gonna go down to the 50 moving average down here, over here to 50 moving average, and bounce off of that? What's gonna happen next? It's kind of a little bit hard to say what's gonna happen next, but I do want to hold these levels over here right now. Let's go to the weekly time frame and see how it actually looks on the weekly time frame. And right now you can see that on the weekly time frame we are pulling back, but we still have 3 days left on this move towards upside. Whether this is gonna become a week at the end of the time, whether we're gonna get a bearish engulfing candle down here, what's gonna happen, kind of hard to say. But we are still above the moving averages. We are still above the we are still above the support levels up here. So over here, whether we are having a pullback down to the support, we are having consolidation up here, what's gonna happen, a little bit hard to say. One of the theories was that we are gonna get the new moon on the 20th over here, right? One of the theories was that we are gonna get the new moon on the 20th, and we are expecting a pullback, some kind of big dump that's gonna scare everybody, right? And then once after 2 weeks, once this pullback is done somewhere around here, give or take, we go down and then bounce big time on the next 5th May. Sorry about that. Give me 2 seconds, I gotta go to the bathroom. Sorry about that. So our theory is that, you know, for the next, you know, couple of weeks, we're gonna have some kind of bearish momentum and stuff like that. It's solar eclipse day. Yes, Gort, we know the date. And the theory is that we are gonna have some kind of, you know, big scare right now before we actually move again towards the upside. So the theory is still, you know, we are still pretty much, you know, still bullish on the big time frames up here. We're still you know, we're still bullish on the big time frames up here. There is no divergence on the chart up here. There is, you know, we don't have any RSI divergence up here on chart. Yes, we did hit, you know, some kind of, you know, 70 levels right now, but right now we're sitting at 63 levels with this pullback towards the downside over here. The zero line up here has been crossed towards the upside. The momentum has been going towards the downside and this move towards the upside up here. So you might see, you know, this, you know, pullback down here and then, you know, next move towards the upside after that. But the big time frames, the weekly time frames, have not been invalidated yet, so you know, everything is good. It's on the daily time frames that we are right now starting the losing momentum over here towards the downside a little bit. We are on the support level on the channel to support level up here, so I think this needs, if this is gonna go right now towards that side, this needs to bounce. But if we start losing this level towards the downside, I think it might actually be quite bad, right? So there's that, guys. There's that's as much as we know right now when it comes to, you know, when it comes to Bitcoin, and that is the most important part up here. So over here there is, you know, it depends on where you draw the channel, right? You can draw the channel down here, but you know, pretty much this line over here, this bottom down here, it looks very nice. It looks legitimately very nice channel up here towards the upside, and we might even double this channel towards the downside up here to find some kind of next support levels down here, you know, something like 27.5 or in down here at 26k. You know, these channels usually tend to, you know, go double in size and look for support lines when it comes to those channels. But we are on the support line. We are on the support line. We need to bounce. No bounce, it's gonna get ugly, and so forth, so forth. So till I'm 8-month man, how can I get instead of 4? You go, you gotta be 12 months member, and then you get number 5, and then, you know, 2-year member, and then you get number 6. There is no 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know, it's not per month. It's first month is 1, second month is 2, third month is 3, 6 months is 4, 12 months is 5, 24 months is 6. And then, no, 24 months is not 6. 24 months is the logo. The 24 months is logo. I don't think anybody has the logo just yet. I don't think anybody has the logo just yet. But yeah, the logo is at 24 months. So you gotta wait at least 4 more months until you get the number 5. But thank you for supporting the channel for 8 months, man. I appreciate that. NASA satellite gonna crash today, then we pump. I don't think so. It's always one more dump. It's also solar eclipse. Elon Musk that at the top of the door. Hi everyone. Hi Crypto Unicorn. How you doing, man? Dumps has another chance to buy more. Gotcha. Next month 5 months. Mladen, next month 5. Nice. There you go. Next month 5. So yeah, so these numbers go not, you know, by month, because you can always only set like 6, you know, these things on the side. So there is that. So that's what we got, you know, right now, guys. It is very sunny outside, and they said that next week it's gonna be cold and snowy here. So I'm trying to use a little bit, you know, this nice weather time to, you know, fix, you know, clean up the garage, clean up the outside for the kids and stuff like that. So right now after the stream, I'm getting upgraded. Yes, you are. So right now after the stream, I'm going out. I'm gonna, you know, use my, you know, high pressure washer and, you know, clean up stuff and stuff like that, you know, play around a little bit stuff. And, you know, I'm gonna have a nice day. So whether this dumps or not, you know, really don't care a little bit that much about that. But, you know, I'll try to, you know, follow what's happening. If something big happens, there might be an emergency stream and stuff like that. But right now, I think I'm just gonna enjoy the day, you know. So there is that, guys. Thank you for stopping by. That's what I'm looking at the chart right now, and although it does, you know, it is getting serious over here right now. We gotta assume that it is, because we are below the 20 moving average. We are still, you know, inside this channel. We are still on the bottom of the support level. If you look at it on the 4-hourly time frame up here, this extended a little bit. It is also a problem up here. This was a big move towards the downside with you know, extortion pattern up here towards the downside. This should actually played bullishly a little bit towards the upside, but it didn't. It actually fell down. So I'm considering that this actually bullish pattern that fell down is actually quite bearish, and right now we are doing this up here. So I'm expecting more movements towards the downside. I'm hoping that this is gonna bounce, but I'm expecting this because of the moon and everything else, right? And how you grow your channel to 1 million subs? How will I grow my channel to 1 million subs, man? Unless I start doing, you know, BitBoy stuff and, you know, altcoin news stuff, you know, I don't see that happening. But guys, thank you for stopping by. I will see you around. I'm gonna go out and, you know, enjoy the day. And you too, enjoy the day, guys. I'll let you know soon. Thank you. By the way, guys, there was one coin nobody told me about. It's called Inch coin. And you can see up here that I actually did the TA on this, you know, for, you know, a long time ago up here. There was some kind of rising wedge up here or whatever, right? There was some kind of support levels up here, I can see up here. And then it bounced up here. So last time we did the TA on this thing over here, was over here at, you know, some kind of top up here. There was support levels and bounced off of this. And, you know, from the bounce up here towards the top up here, it went like 200%. But more importantly up here, it from the bottom down here, from the bottom towards the top, it went like 7-8x. So, you know, there is that. And yesterday I found out about this coin. I was like, why nobody told me about this? Now, the reason I found out about this coin is, number one, nobody actually told me about the coin. Nobody shielded this thing over here before, you know, a long time ago up here, down here. Yeah, why nobody talked about it? I don't know. But do you know what this is, guys? Do you know what this is? Do you know what this is? I can tell you a little bit about it. Inch coin is a layer 1 blockchain, and there are not a lot of layer 1 blockchains. There are a lot of, you know, layer 2 blockchains, but there are not a lot of layer 1 blockchains. Now, layer 2 blockchains are a problem because they are, layer 2 blockchains are a problem because they are centralized. And I understood that layer 2 is gonna be centralized since the, you know, Bitcoin started talking about the Lightning network. You know, a long time ago when they were talking about, you know, how are we gonna increase the speed of Bitcoin and stuff like that. Yeah, Lightning network is gonna solve that. And the way Lightning network work is basically a centralized, you know, entity that facilitates, you know, Bitcoin transactions. So they are doing stuff to make this stuff go faster, but they are very much centralized. So it doesn't matter whether you use Lightning network or any other layer 2 network, it is not decentralized. So any kind of Lightning 2 network is not decentralized, it's centralized network, and it needs to be in order to be fast. But people are saying, yeah, but they are doing, you know, this decentralization going on, and they are doing some kind of semi-decentralization. I understand that, but the only way you can get decentralized stuff is by having a layer 1 blockchain. Unfortunately, a little bit slower than usual, but, you know, layer 1 blockchain. So I was looking at, you know, what kind of layer 1 blockchains are there still around that are not being talked about, and Inch was one of those coins. And I opened it, it was like up 7-8%. Sorry, 7-8x. So there is that. You make channel for it before 1 month. Even I'll make channel. Yeah. So that is it. Okay guys, there is that. So this Inch thing nobody talked to me about right now. It did explode up here towards upside. I'm expecting some kind of pullback. So, you know, not much, you know, not much to talk about. But what you guys can do, you can go out like, what kind of L1 blockchains are there? You can go and search for that and try to figure out what kind of layer 1 blockchain, because layer 1 blockchains are only blockchains that are decentralized, guys. So find a good one. Guys, thank you for stopping by. I'm gonna go and do stuff, and you go do stuff, and I'll see you later, maybe tomorrow, maybe tonight. I don't know what's gonna happen. If something, you know, big happens, then, you know, there is that. It'll make me a good channel later. You had this 2 years ago. Question: 35 or 25k first? Well, right now 25k seems more more reasonable than 35k, but you know, it's only for 2 weeks until May 5th. Until May 5th, we are getting the new moon, the full moon again, and on the May 5th, you know, we are hoping that, you know, that's gonna be the trick that, you know, pushes the price towards upside. Guys, again, for the 5th time, I'm out of here. Have a nice day, guys. Bye bye.